So leverage. As we discussed, in order to buy or sell one lot of euro dollar, you need 123,228 American dollars on your account, which is a lot of money. But even in order to trade with 0.1 lots, you need 12,000 American dollars. And in order to conduct the smallest transaction possible, a micro lot, 0.01 lots, you still need $1,200 on your account, which is a lot of money. And what happens if we can't afford to have an account of that size, or we're just not ready yet? We're practicing and we don't want to invest that much money into the Forex market. How do we trade then? Well, this is where leverage comes into play. The concept of leverage has a lot of negative sentiment around it, and people kind of think that it's bad for you or dangerous, which is completely not true. And in this and the next tutorial, we will disprove those fears. So what happens with leverage is your broker will actually lend you money in order to help you conduct transactions on the Forex market. So in this picture, your money is on the right and the money the broker lends you is on the left. So let's have a look at a particular example. For instance, your balance is $500. And you want to conduct a transaction with the volume of 0.1 lots on the euro-dollar currency pair. So you require 12,322 American dollars to conduct this transaction. Obviously, your balance is insufficient at this stage. But with leverage, if your leverage is 1 to 100, then your broker will actually only require you to have 1% of that money, and the broker will lend you 99% of the required amount. So in this case, your broker will lend you $12,199. So you're borrowing 99% of this required amount. All you have to invest is $123 of your own money. So that is 1% of the transaction, and that is much more affordable with your balance of $500. And in this case, you can now conduct this transaction and participate in the Forex market, either buying or selling the euro dollar. So that's how leverage works. But why would the broker do this? Why would the broker lend you money? Well, to find that out, we have to talk about equity and margin, and we'll do that in the next tutorial.